Hello, VC. Hello, Liz. This is a contest response to your thread. I'm a new subscriber to your channel. First time I saw a video of yours was a couple of days or something like that back. Really enjoyed the whole aesthetic of your channel, the items in your collection. Yeah, seems like you and me are 90s, raised in the 90s, I guess. Um, Yeah, congratulations for your subscribers. You got an interesting contest running with 5 questions. I'm gonna try to answer them all. Guys, if you're not familiar with her channel, I'm gonna post it below so you can check out everything about Liz or if you want to participate to her contest. The first question that you asked is most beat up record that I have. Yeah, I've got a lot of beat up records actually, not because I'm a beat up record collector or something, but sometimes when you're living in Greece or you know it's a record that you want, it's cheap and it's beat up, I'm pulling the trigger, not regretting it that much because it's a one of an opportunity to listen to the EP. So the answer to my question, to your question, will be this. This John Coltrane featuring Pharoah Sanders live in Seattle double LP. You can see the condition is uh, pretty bad. The record is not that bad, but yeah, I mean there are some scratches and one album that I can think of was this one. Of course, I've got a lot of records like this, but I wanted to answer to your question, so I'm selecting this one. Second question is childhood memory, the record that when you are listening or you are holding it reminds you of your childhood, and in my case, the record that reminds me of my childhood, well, at least one of the records that reminds me of my childhood is this. Yeah, born in the 90s, The Prodigy, music for the childhood generation was something that I overplayed it during my youth. I bought this, I've got the CD, I bought the CD back then. I bought this like um, 2 years ago. It was one of the first records when I was starting record collecting other genres than techno and electronic music. Yeah, everybody knows this masterpiece by the Prodigy out on Excel Records. I also got more records that reminds me of my youth, but yeah, Prodigy is my number one answer. The first record that came to my mind, so I, stay with this. Regret buying record. That means that you bought a record and you regret it. I don't know. I really don't know if I have to participate on this, but maybe I will. I was once in a flea market in Berlin while I was living there, and I came across this Like a Virgin Madonna, and I think this is a Bulgarian copy. Well, I don't regret it that much because it was only €1 or something. But I mean, the record, the quality of the paper, the printing, and everything, it's very bad. Look at it, made in Bulgaria. Yeah, this is an example, of course. Sometimes because I'm collecting lots of jazz records, I'm buying records, and I'm regretting that, but I'm buying it after. But that's because I can't understand the record 100%, especially if it's free jazz. I need to, the whole album to grow in my mind. That, and then I'm appreciating that I bought it. Question number 4 is the best thrift store record that I ever bought. The best record that I bought not in a thrift store but in a flea market because of the price and because I was never expected that I will find this record with €1. Give me a second to find it because I totally forget to do it. Yeah, just a second. Yeah, is this. This is the first copy of Miles Davis Beaches Brew. First Holland copy from Netherlands, yeah. And I found this in a flea market and I only paid €1 for it. I also had some digs in flea markets, not in thrift stores because we don't have much thrift stores in Europe. Yeah, you can't be lucky every weekend while you are digging on flea markets and places like that, but this was a day for me. I mean, I was not believing. When I saw that, I firstly think that the record is gonna be beat up, but it was not. Very good condition. And your last question was the most interesting thing you ever found inside a record. I never found a personal thing. I mean that the previous owner added into the record. But I can give you two examples of interesting inserts that I found on a record, and I've got a lot. I only choose those two. This was a cheapo flea market find, Marilyn Monroe's Goodbye Prima Donna, and I think that you're gonna like this insert. I think it's very similar to your style. Comes with a calendar from 1982. Yeah. This was a nice insert, fun record to keep. I don't know if I'm gonna play it maybe once in my lifetime, but the insert and the whole thing with the aesthetic of Marilyn Monroe is the reason that this thing is in my collection. And also one more, a recent purchase. I'm not sure if I saw this in my last video updates. If not, I will show it in the next one. Soldo Melodia Egberto Gismonti. Yeah, this was out on ECM Records, of course, well-known jazz label, and the insert, I think it's an insert at least, was this is it Brazilian? Yeah, Rio de Janeiro newspaper on it. It's like a newspaper, like 10 pages or something. I think that it was a cool insert, and I really like inserts, especially when you are listening to records. I really enjoying reading information about the LP. So these things, the inserts are keeping me doing something while I'm listening to the music. Nice to meet you, girl. Keep on doing videos. We will be in touch from now on. I didn't want to comment to your video because it's better to speak directly to you. Vinyl community, thank you for watching. I'm gonna post Liz's YouTube channel below, and yeah, that was my reply. Thank you for watching.